Hello, welcome to Sarah's Tarot and Oracle for the Soul. Today I will be doing the hashtag Tarot Friends tag, and this is a VR to Carla at Miss Kulala's Mystical Musings and Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension, and they created this really fun list of 15 questions with 15 different tarot decks to show. So the first question is, what is your favorite color? And then have a tarot deck that shows that. Mine is the Color Goddess Casting Cards by Renee A. Birch. And this is my choice because I love all colors of the rainbow, and I have a very difficult time picking one color. It really depends on my mood, what side of the bed I woke up on, what I'm feeling. I am such a mood reader, mood dresser. Everything's based on my mood. At one point, I went through a burgundy stage. At another point, I went through my pink stage, where when I was partying as a candy kid, my name was Cotton Candy because I wore all pink, including a bright pink wig, which was so fun. Lime is also one of my favorite colors, but I love purple and lilac. I love yellow. I went through my orange phase. Sunflower's pretty too. Went through a red phase. Like, you know, I can't choose. I love turquoise. Turquoise is one of my favorites, as well as this really kind of, they call it sapphire blue. Salmon. I went through a salmon phase as well, where I would dye my hair really this dark brown. It was almost black, and wore a lot of salmon and peach. And then, of course, who can't forget black? So yeah, this deck is beautiful and it's fun to play with. And sometimes I will pull a card and dress the color of the day based on the cards. All right, the next one is your favorite crystal. So I am prepared. I'm wearing my Moldavite. And as you can see, I love green. I even brought my Moldavite necklace. I wear this necklace when I go out into public. It's got my Moldavite and my Tree of Life on it. I love these. So my deck for this is the Galactic Star Tarot by Alexandra Hanley and Pamela Shen. Another deck with beautiful backs. And this deck is so galactic. Yet grounded. And it's just so beautiful. Just like my Moldavite is galactic yet grounded. I don't have the problem with Moldavite that most people do, where it like totally, you know, they say it totally disrupts their life. But if Moldavite is disrupting your life, it's because it needs to be disrupted. So yeah, this is my deck for the second prompt. All right, question 3 is your life path number. So I am a 5, which is a freedom seeker who loves travel and adventure. That will be the Adventure Tarot by Elizabeth Sue, artwork by Jenny Chang. This is a pretty simple tarot deck with pretty simple art. And it is more for younger, but I love a good road trip. I'm, you know, when I was younger, I liked camping. I don't like camping so much anymore, but Road trips for sure. Hiking, yes. Roasting marshmallows, heck yeah. Watching the stars, definitely. So yeah, I love this deck. It's fun, it's playful, it's adventurous, just like the title. And it fits my wandering heart, my wandering soul. I get antsy when I am in one place for too long. And that is a problem of 5s. We get restless. We want freedom all the time. Question 4. What is your Myers-Briggs personality? Okay, so when I was younger, I was an INFP or ENFP. Then I took it a few years ago when I was working for the court system. I got INFJ. Well, I just took it again accidentally because I was trying to take the Jungian archetype quiz, but I ended up taking the Myers-Briggs. Don't ask. Anyway, I got ENFP. So I'm going to go with the ENFP because that's been kind of more consistent. And for me, because I'm a Gemini, I have my introverted moments and my extroverted moments. And right now I'm more extroverted. So what deck did I pick for that? Let me see. All right, for my extroverted, I went with the Chirp and Wait Stars Edition. Because this deck is just, this is by Tarot Collectibles. It's so bright and fun and colorful and outgoing. I just absolutely love this deck. It's beautiful. It's stunning. And I could pick this deck for so many other prompts as well, but I'm going with my ENFP. I mean, especially with that first card, make love, not war. Like, that's 100% my motto. So I'm a hippie at heart, and I care about humanity. I care about people. Super empathetic. I want everyone to just be free and happy. So, yep. All right. Number 5, current favorite show you're watching. Okay, so my favorite show I'm watching right now, I had read the book a few years ago and I'd been wanting to watch it, and we just got Prime again. Prime over Netflix. We keep doing that. We keep getting Prime over Netflix, which is called The Power. So I went with Our Tarot by Sarah Shipman, and the book is amazing, and it has all of these wonderful women featured, these powerful women. And if any of you have watched the show The Power, I don't love all the packaging. You know what it's about. It's literally about a group of teenage girls gaining the power, which is the ability to electrocute people, start fires with their electric hands, their electric fingers. And they get their revenge on the patriarchy. And these women, without their superhuman abilities, just being regular women for the most part, working within the system of patriarchy and overcoming and getting rights for women. To be seen as full human beings. So with autonomy and the right to vote, the right to create, the right to justice. So yeah, Emily Dickinson, I love her. She's great. So yeah, this deck is wonderful if you're interested in women's part and what they played in world history, and, you know, getting rights for women and driving the feminist movement forward. So The Power, if you all haven't read the book or seen the show, I've only watched one episode of the show so far, but it's amazing. I highly recommend the book. The show so far is awesome. I'm so excited. Another favorite book of mine is Margot's Got Money Trouble, and they just made that into a show, and I can't wait to watch it. I love that book. So, so many great TV shows focused around young girls and women trying to claim their place in society. So I love our tarot for that. Pick either your sun, your moon, or your rising. I'm going to go with my Leo moon, and I'm going with the SpectroWhirl Tarot. This is by Benjamin Allen Simon. I picked this up off his Etsy page back in like 2021. And you'll see, it's so Leo. It's so bright and fun and wild, and all of these cards were hand painted by Benjamin. So yes, I had to pick this deck. I haven't shown it off in a while, so I knew, I was like, I know exactly which deck is my Leo deck. I love my Leo moon. Like, I resonate with my Leo moon like so much. I feel like it explains why my sister and I, even though we're both Geminis, are so different. And my personality has always been a lot louder than my sister's. My personality, the way I dress, the way I speak. Yeah. So even though we're both Geminis, we're very, very different. Prompt 7, most recent movie watched. So that was the Michael movie. That's the most recent movie we've seen in theaters. So this is by Stacey Williams NG, and my father listened to Motown. My sister is 10 years older than me, listened to rap and hip hop. So Motown, rap, and hip hop have played a huge influence in my life. Michael Jackson, Prince, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm trying to think of like the big 80s names besides Michael Jackson and Prince. Anyway, I love music that you can dance to. And I feel like all of these influences definitely influenced Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. So this is my pick for my favorite movie. I said my favorite movie. Well, I think the Michael Jackson movie, the one that just came out, that's in theaters right now, is amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should go see it. I had been a Michael Jackson fan up until like the third set of allegations came out, and then I was kind of like, you know, I don't want to believe it, but I do believe victims when they say stuff, but I don't know, it was just hard. But now, you know, it's been so long, and you know, he had been investigated so much and nothing was ever found, that I really truly do believe that unfortunately it was people after money, and it just makes me so sad that they ruined his name with those allegations. But I do love that everyone's rediscovering Michael Jackson and his message of loving the world and loving everyone and loving animals and the earth and nature. Like, it's just so beautiful, and I love that. So I'm getting back on the Michael Jackson train because he was such a beautiful soul, and he had so much light, and that's why so many people loved Michael Jackson. I know there's people out there who never did like him, but I certainly did as a child. All right, my favorite music genre. Well, as I said, grew up listening to my dad's Motown, and so like a lot of Aretha Franklin, like, and Earth, Wind and Fire, and Smokey Robinson, and just all those like R&B love ballads, Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Jackson 5, my sister's music, which was a lot of like rap and hip hop. And I love that song, It Takes Two. It takes two, it takes two to make a thing come true. So I love like most music, most genres. I can find something that I enjoy, like a singer or song. I'm not too big on the new like rap, the current rap, and I'm not too big on country, classical, or like metal. Like those are my least favorite genres. But I'm going to go with a deck by my favorite singer of the moment and who I'm going to be seeing in concert very, very soon. We are going with the Queen Herbie Oracle deck. I absolutely love the fact that she came out with this gorgeous deck that has her song lyrics on it. So this is the title of her song, and then this is a line from it. Lavender patchouli, conjure up the new me. Holiday, lay around by the beach naked. Medicine woman, ground your pussy down. Faster, rip out the page and start a new chapter. Beautiful, all your flaws are perfect. You should let them show. Sugar daddy, it's my right to taste the riches of the earth. Lucky, I don't gotta chase opportunities, they flow to me. Abracadabra, coming with that bad bitch magic. My season, it may have ran in my family until it ran into me. Wifey, speak to me kindly. Chakras, we are no longer accepting negative energies in our space. Amen. Chuck E. Cheese, I'm at peace everywhere I go. Lavish, bitch, let that go. Mother Teresa, baby girl, you just need time to rebalance. So yeah, you get the point. So I'm so excited. I love Queen Herbie's style, her flow, her music, her lyrics. Like, it's just so fun and empowering and spiritual, and she's just such a baddie, and I love it. So that is my pick for my favorite musical genre. I love, you know, independent, strong female singer-songwriters. I love Meg Myers, Queen Herbie. Oh, who else? There's someone else that we always listen to all the time. Oh, shoot. And we've seen her in concert like so many times. She's always opening. I can't remember her name. I'm going to have to ask my husband. K-Flay. It's K-Flay I'm thinking of. So we've seen her in concert so many times because she's opened for so many people we've gone to see. Favorite season of the year. So when I lived in New England, like most people are going to say their favorite season of the year was fall. Now in the Southwest, my favorite season is spring and summer. Because here in New Mexico, especially, I love summer because it means I get to go swimming at the lake. So this is my summer holiday deck. And like, look how fun these scenes are. They're so summery. I love this one, the Three of Cups, but I love the Three of Cups. It's so playful and so fun. And it captures the spirit of summer. So yeah, I absolutely love this deck for its summer vibes. And here in New Mexico, I love going to Lee Lake and swimming at bottomless lakes with the mermaids and the turtles that scare me because they come swim up right behind me and then they like breathe really loud, and I'm like, who's behind me? And I turn around and it's a turtle or the snake that likes to swim up and down and say hi to everybody along the shore. Okay, so my current book I'm reading is the Grabavoy numbers. I'm still reading it. So I feel like we're in the energy that we were in during the pandemic. When we were doing the pandemic, I had a job where I still had to go into the office. I was working for the courthouse, so we still had to be there. But we rotated days. We only worked like 4 days a week. They didn't want everyone in the office at once. So in case somebody did get sick, not everyone would be exposed to being sick. So we had to read. And that year, I only read 12 books, even though I was reading for work, because it became kind of like homework. Well, I'm in that slump again where I don't want to read at all. So this book is literally just basically very little information and lots of just number sequences and what they do. So if anyone caught my last live, I used this deck in conjunction with the numbers for world peace, and that's what I've been working with the numbers every night, and I'm envisioning world peace. And I feel like this deck is ushering in the golden future, as it says by Diana Cooper, and it's so bright and colorful. And this is the 5D earth I want to live in, that's full of color and life and people with their open third eyes and a connection to their higher selves and to our as they say, alien brothers and sisters, and eco-friendly homes and people with open, psychic gifts and world peace and cooperation. So yeah, I mean, this is the future I want to envision. So with this book, I'm working with this deck in conjunction and saying the numbers for world peace, or the number for world peace every night, and focusing on what I want that world to look like. And thank you to Diana Cooper. She gave us, the world, these beautiful cards to meditate on and with, so we can bring in this energy. A deck that fits your humor style. My humor, growing up, I loved Ernest. I loved all the Ernest movies. He's just so quirky and funny, and his faces are so hilarious. And now that I'm older, I love observational humor like Sebastian Maniscalco, but he's very physical too. But I also like Kathleen Madigan. And I just like really intelligent comics. And I don't think I have a tarot deck that would fit Kathleen Madigan or Wanda Sykes. I love Wanda Sykes. She's phenomenal as well. Sebastian Maniscalco is just hilarious. Yeah, there's just so many great comics out right now, but I don't have a tarot deck to match them. So we just watched a stand-up, I think his name's Kumar. Hilarious. He had me like rolling. Like his stand-up like was even better than Sebastian's latest stand-up, and I was like super impressed, and I related to a lot of what he said, because he was talking about his love for pets, and like I felt that at a soul level. The next is your Carl Jung archetype. Now I did 2 different quizzes. The first one I took, I got the Magician and the Caregiver. And so I pulled Tarot Spells and Potions by Dark Synergy. But when I retook it with what was posted in the video, I actually got the Innocent Child. But I feel like that would work for this deck as well, because the Innocent Child is very much a lot like the Magician, where you are connected to the unconscious, and there's an innocence and an openness that you have to have, I feel like, in order to be able to transmute or bring the unconscious to the conscious. And I feel like this deck embraces both of those. The Innocent Child, it's done in like colored pencils, and they look very innocent, but it's also the Magician, and that's what they are. They're magicians. So you know, children are magicians. They have great imaginations, and they're not afraid to bring what they imagine to life, like we see here. So I feel like this deck is perfect for that. And so, yeah, that's my pick, the Spells and Potions deck. I find it interesting that depending on the test, that you get different things. I can see how people view me as the innocent child, but I feel more empowered. I feel more like the magician in my life. And the caregiver, I can see that because I do. Like, I have so much empathy and compassion for people, and I can put myself in their shoes, and I feel what they feel, and it's painful sometimes, but somebody's gonna do it. I think we need more empathetic people in our lives and in the world. The next question is your favorite goddess. This should come as no surprise to anyone. My favorite goddess is Lilith. So I have the Lilith Oracle. There's so many Lilith decks, and Amethyst Ascension has one that I want as well. Eventually, I hope to get it. I should look at these cards before I place them because there's a lot of nudity in these. But yeah, I love Lilith. I love how fierce she is. She's literally the first feminist. She just wanted to be treated as an equal, and she was cast out for that. I like working with this deck to use the cards on my altar to Lilith, and it's also a good shadow work. I do have the book somewhere, and the book asks really great questions to help you, you know, work with your shadow self. The next question is your favorite god. So going with my Gemini spirit, my Gemini soul, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is the god of travel and messengers and thieves, but he mainly protects travelers, and he's kind of the trickster. He's a trickster god. So I went with the Travel Tarot by Lonely Planet, and this deck is gorgeous. It features a different place to travel to. I really don't see myself traveling outside of the United States very much, other than maybe I would love to go to Central and South America. But yeah, this deck is another great travel deck, but it's more like traveling. So I picked this for Mercury to represent the god of travel and messages. Because when you travel, you get to meet a lot of cool people, and you learn a lot about yourself and other cultures and religions, and it's just really cool. Right. A deck that feels the most like your lineage. All right, so I am mainly Italian with some English and a little bit of Irish in there, and some French, but very, those are like, the French and the Irish are like 1 to 4%. So it's mainly Italian is the main one, and then some English. So I picked The Gospel of Aradia by Stacey DeMarco. Now, my dad's family is very Catholic. So I don't know if anyone was really worshiping Aradia secretly, but I don't know. I mean, there's no one I can really ask. If I had the Mother Mary Oracle, that's what I would have picked. But since this is Aradia is the goddess of some Italians in the Italian witchcraft. This is one of their goddesses, so I picked this deck. I mean, in my dad's family, there are some of his aunts and great aunts and great-great aunts who were into tarot and astrology as well. I did not really know them. I do not really know them. So, again, I can't really ask, but, you know, I'm drawn to Aradia due to my Italian heritage. So that is the Gospel of Aradia. All right, so this is the Tarot Friends prompt. And I know they tagged a lot of people already, so I'm going to tag Dezarey at Dezarey. I'm going to tag Amber at Psychopomp of the Void, Robyn at Robyn's Reflection, and Bill at the 999 Show. Bill, I think it would be really fun to see you do this VR. I don't know how many VRs you really do, if you do any. If you don't want to do it on this channel, you can do it on your other channel. But yeah, I would love to see your responses. And anyone else who I haven't tagged, please feel free to jump on in and do this tag. I think it's a lot of fun. And thank you to Miss Carla, Miss Kulala, and Rochelle at Amethyst Ascension for this really fun tag and for tagging me. As always, have fun and keep on shuffling. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.